He's going Dusty Bogan here. I'm filthy as from work. I fucking got covered in dirt. Concrete. You know how it is? Nah, probably not. But yeah, so we've got some good news. Old Mark Latham, he's back. He's back. Which is awesome. He's back with One Nation in the, I think it's the upper house or some crap in the New South Wales state election. So this is really good news. I think it was also like the third term win for the Conservatives down in New South Wales, which is really good because I reckon I've always thought it's rare as hell to get 3 terms. I think it's like a miracle, and that's why I was skeptical about the federal election coming up this year in Australia, thinking like, I don't know if ScoMo could win. But you know what, with the New South Wales election, it seems like maybe they're in for a better chance than I thought. And it's good that old Mark Latham's won because, the thing about Mark, it's like he used to be the leader of the Labor Party. So, I mean, I know the old boys at my work are like, yeah, he used to talk a bit of shit. He was a bit of a rogue. But the good thing is like the guy's had he's been red pilled. He's come around. He's done a full change of politics, or maybe politics has shifted so far that what the Labor Party once was is now what he would believe better represented, or the people he always represented, which he believed Labor used to represent, and now better represented by One Nation. And I think that's true. I think there's a lot of people from the Labor Party and the Liberal Party who are probably used to be base voters who are like disenfranchised by the 2 major parties, and One Nation's doing a pretty good job. And I've spoken to Steve Dixon and Malcolm Roberts and Pauline Hanson, and went for fish and chips with them at the start this year. They're pretty nice people. They're really good. And I like the fact that One Nation now has the old leader of the Labor Party, which is like the left wing, the equivalent of the Democrats in America. So it's good news. This dude's been red pilled. The guy Mark Latham, he had a show for Rebel Media called the fucking, I don't know, I can't even remember. Mark Latham's Outsiders, it was called. And so he did that with Rebel Media. That was when like Gavin McInnes and Tommy Robinson, and then he had his show in Australia, and it was like, holy crap, Rebel Media was doing awesome. But the thing is, so that's like a clear indicator from watching his show, The Outsiders. You get a clear picture of the values of Mark Latham. And, he campaigned to like save Australia Day, and he was smart about that. He got like Aboriginal people, some Aboriginal lady to like head up that campaign. So that's like, you can just see he's smart enough to, he's probably just not going to say things that are too out of control to piss everyone off in a crazy way, maybe like Fraser Anning does. But he might be a little bit more strategic. Do you know what I mean? Which is kind of good. And you see that with ScoMo with the Liberal Party. He's like the same. He's like, you don't have to fucking say things to piss everyone off. You can be a bit strategic about things and just say, come at it from different perspectives so people can, it's more palatable for people. Do you know what I mean? And so it's good news. We could read this article. I haven't read this article yet. I've been so fucking busy. I just haven't been able to do videos or read articles or anything. But let's have a crack. First time I read it, so let's have a look. So Mark Latham completes political comeback. This is from 3 days ago. Mark Latham's political comeback is complete after he was elected to the New South Wales Upper House. The former federal Labor leader is set to pick up a seat for One Nation in the New South Wales Legislative Council. He was hopeful of reaching a second quota, whatever that is. Blah, 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 blah. Whoa, this is what he's saying. Mark Latham has called for DNA tests for Aboriginal welfare recipients and a reduction in immigration numbers. His win may come at the expense of long-time Christian Democrats. MLC Fred Nile, don't know who he is. The Christian Democrats lost a massive chunk of the upper house vote. Not really aware of how the politics goes down there, but yeah, obviously, there's these Christian parties. I'm a Christian. There's these Christian parties like these Christian Democrats, and it's like, you like get involved in politics. You're like, what the fuck? How come all this progressive crazy shit's going on, like late term abortion? You realize there are Christians that are in there, and it's like they've done fuck all. It's just like the Liberal Party, and you're like, they're doing fuck all. So it's good Mark Latham's got in there, and I don't know I don't know the fucking story with some of these Christian people. Are they just too polite? They need to have a bit of mongrel in them to get the job done. Trying to be too friendly. All the major parties have shown swings against them in the upper house, with Labor and Liberals, the Greens and the Coalition all losing ground in the vote. Well, hopefully this is a reflection of the what will happen in the federal election. The Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party saw a big swing and projected to win at least one seat. That's fucking awesome. And that's the end of the article. So I reckon the Shooters, Fishers and Farmers Party, I'm sure they would have real similar values to One Nation as well. So hopefully they get some good stuff done. And I reckon we're going to see a little bit more from Mark Latham and One Nation and Pauline Hanson. And you know what? I just reckon there's nothing like good news, hey? So cheers, eh? Thanks for listening.